Welcome to our Plexus call, trick or treat. We want to welcome everybody to this call. Thank you for joining us. We are going to talk about some tricks to help you with those pesky treats. And so we are going to start off our call with our good friend, Rob Montgomery, and he's going to share his story with us. Take it away, Rob.
Okay, sweet. I'm not going to get into all the details. Gary's going to cover a lot of that later on. So you're pulling up, I guess you're pulling up a few slides. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'll wait till that pulls up.
Here we go.
So yeah, I'm 52 and this was me, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, this was maybe 6 months before I really got fully into using all the products with Plexus. But Tiffany started with it and was really excited about it. I'd actually been doing a little bit of homework on gut health and leaky gut and things like that. But I'm type 2 diabetic. I don't have the build of a type 2 diabetic for the most part. I'm about 185 pounds now, but in that picture, I'm about 6 feet, 5'11", 185 pounds. But in that picture, I was, was it 209? 209. And anyways, I got to the point where I pulled up my A1Cs, and as you can see, like I actually hit a point that was 408 once upon a time. And that was, I was testing my blood and I wasn't super great about it. And I was like, something's got to change. So that's about the time Tiffany had started with Plexus. It wasn't because of my A1C, and it wasn't because of my diabetes. Yeah, you can go back just a little bit. It was kind of all happening at the same time. And so Tiffany was like, well, here's some of their products. Plexus originally started as a diabetic company, and the things that they have can be a support for my journey to get back into better health, which of course started with trying to lose weight. Visceral fat was a big deal, but controlling my hunger cravings. I love cravings, man. End of the night, bowl of ice cream, I can't say no kind of stuff. And so anyways, started on the Plexus products. I was taking several actually, but the ones that I can speak the most to is this little one, the Slim Hunger Control. I love it. I love it because of the fiber, and I will drink it in the morning. And it kind of helps me feel full. It kind of curbs my cravings and allows me to kind of enter the day not feeling heavy from a big breakfast or anything like that. And so I enjoy taking that every morning, and it's been great. Sometimes when I get cravings in the evening, I'll take that and double up on it that day, and it's great. It's got fiber. Then there's the other things that have like chromium. There's a lot of things that are very pro diabetic, right? It doesn't have sugar in it, doesn't spike me. I don't have it on right now. You can go to the next slide. But it was about 4 months later that I got down to about 110.
I don't think it was quite 4 months.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't quite that long, but it went down quite a bit. And you can see where that falls. Like I was at 380, and that's like suicidal.
14 plus on his A1C number.
Mm-hmm. And dropped all the way down to basically normal. So yeah, it was super exciting, and I have no doubt that Plexus played a big role. I enjoy the other pills, the Metaburn pills, and Balance is also great because it helps balance my carbs and the things that I eat that day. So yeah, my journey isn't anything special, I don't think. I just needed a little help and the ability to have the Hunger Slim Control and the Hunger Control Slim, and then some of the other products that Plexus offers really helped me in that journey. I have no doubt. I had yet to be able to do it after years and years and years, and within a handful of months after Tiffany starting Plexus and me being more focused and diligent with it, it definitely made a difference, no doubt in my life. And I've been able to keep it off. So now, what is this, about a year and a half later, almost 2 years later, I'm still in the low 180s. And yeah, I'm pretty zealous about this. I every day. And then earlier on the call, someone had mentioned the active, and that's also been great for me, because about 3-4 o'clock I get this, just, you get tired, right? You've had lunch, you're working, whatever, you get this real doldrum. And I don't like the spike of the the energy drinks and things like that. And so I'll take that, and just, it helps me get energy from the right things rather than the wrong things. And yeah, so I don't want to ramble, but
Well, also,
yeah.
it's important to note that for like a decade that you were on those heavy medications, like it was metformin and Jardiance and simvastatin, and they were hardly doing the job. And it wasn't until you put the plexus implemented into it that the numbers finally came down.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then you're able to back off from that medication, which is huge.
Yeah, my metformin I've cut in half. So I'm on a half dose now that I was. So that's nice, because that's a hard drug on your body. And I've been able to reduce my Jardiance as well. I cut out quite a few other things, cholesterol, stuff like that. So yeah, no, it's been really great. Been really great. So.
All right. Thank you so much, Rob. That is
Yeah.
an awesome story. Thank you for sharing all that information.
For sure.
Now we're going to turn the time over to Dr. Gary Arbuckle.
Wow, Rob, it's really powerful to listen to another story. And as I tell mine, I think you'll see a lot of commonalities and some patterns that develop. And, it's like 2,000 years old. All disease begins in the gut. And Hippocrates knew it way back in Athens 2,000 years ago. And it's so true. My story begins very similar. I'm a little bit north of 209, as you can see right there. I am not 6 foot. I'm 6'4". And so
6'5".
yeah. So if you want to, 209, if you want to reverse that 9 and the 0, that's what that is right there. So it's like knocking on 300. And so that's the summer of 2021. Now, as you know, in the past 3 years, the world kind of tipped on its axis with the whole Corona thing, and everybody got it. And what it did to you depended on a lot of where your body was at that time. So,
sorry,
it knocked me for a loop. I let myself get away, and I was very heavy. And as everybody knows, that's a comorbidity for Corona. And so I was laid up, it turned into pneumonia, and it was quite the wake-up call in the winter of 2021. Well, in January of 2022, I got a phone. Andrea was scrolling on social media and saw Tiffany's story, and she got an order. And I said, hey, I want to get in on this too. And I wanted to get in on it. Yes, because I didn't want to go through Corona again and have all that stuff. But more importantly, for some, I had a wedding coming up of my son. And if I'm not vain enough, I'll tell you right now, I didn't want to look bad for the pictures, because the pictures last forever. And, my ex-wife was going to be in them. And as you all know, you don't really have to look good for the pictures. You just have to look better than your ex. And so that's all I cared about. Now you're seeing the petty, childish person that's within me. So I took 4 months, maybe a little more than 4 months. It was in late April. I dropped 60 pounds, and there's my before and after. And as very similar to Rob, I took that slim, and that was a game changer for me as well. I ordered a bunch of the supplements, the active, the balance, the MetaBurn, all the things that Rob mentioned. I followed the same path, and it just dropped. Not that losing weight is easy, but it made it a lot easier because of the hunger control and the benefits that you get from these products working from the inside out. Now, here we go. Boom, there it is. So that's what the wedding photo looked like. That's what's hanging on our wall. And I'm so happy that we were able to take those pictures when we looked our best, and we felt our best because my son deserved it. That was a long journey for him to get to that point, and I wanted to honor and respect that day, not only for myself but for him as well. And so that was a very triumphant day. Now, just like Rob, it's like, hey, I want to stay with it and I want to keep going. That was in April. 6 months later, I said, hey, son, I'm running the St. George Marathon. And I'd run it before, but it had been about 6 or 7 years since I ran it. So him and I ran it together. It was a fantastic. If you ever want to spend 4 or 5 hours with your son with nothing to do but talk, run a marathon with him. And so you talk about everything under the sun. So that was my next goal, and I accomplished that. Now, after that, I set a new goal. And that new goal was, instead of just marathons, I wanted to do a half Ironman. And so in the summer of this year, that would be 8 months later-ish, I completed my first half Ironman. And it was a swim, bike, run. It was a swim of a mile. It was a bike of over 50, and it was a half marathon. So I really dialed in my training. I dialed in my supplementation. I dialed in my workouts, and it was a goal achieved. I invited one of my buddies to do it with me. He did it, and it really was a fantastic accomplishment. It was a bucket list deal. And so now for 2024, I not only have one, I got 2 or 3 that I'm going to do. And so it really did. I mean, if you think back to the picture of me on the recliner with the tubes up my nose to 2 years later, now I'm doing half irons and living an active life, I owe it a lot to the Plexus products. I've endorsed 2 supplements in the 25 years that I've been practicing, and one is Plexus. That's how much I think these products influence my physiology and benefit me for the better. Now, the way to do it is just like Rob said, as far as that Slim Hunger Control, that was, do we transition into that? Is that the next product?
Sure. Oh, yes.
Oh, here's some other
Sorry.
things. That's okay. You can go through these.
Okay, yeah.
Here's
so
some other people that have lost
this
weight.
is
You
our
want to go?
good friend, Christy. She lost a bunch of weight, and she's been able to maintain it. She looks fantastic. She's one of our diamond ambassadors. And then here's our sapphire ambassador, Katie.
Wow.
She lost weight and she's kept it off. It's awesome.
That's impressive.
Okay. Okay.
Did you want to go to the next slide?
No, because that's
Oh, that's not the Slim?
No.
Oh, well, then there you go. All right. So the Slim Hunger Control, just like Rob said, now you can use it any one of a number of ways. Rob said he used it in the morning. I used it in the evening. Well, he said he did too, if he needed to double up, but I primarily used it in the evening. But the main benefit is that I followed an intermittent fast to help me lose the weight. And this doesn't affect the intermittent fast. So you can take this in your fasting window and it doesn't harm you. So I did it from about, 4, 5, 6 o'clock on all the way till bedtime. And if I hunger, it was those cravings, that hunger control, that this did it. And that was the magic for me. Now, as far as the active, very similar, only opposite. Rob used that in the afternoon when he got tired. I used it in the morning to get myself going. So there's not just one way to use it. You tailor it to you. But the products are versatile like that, but they all benefit you to reach your health goals. So this is a fantastic product. It has the fiber, just like he said, to control hunger. And the main thing for me is that it controls your blood sugar, it controls your hunger, and it doesn't break your fast if you're following an intermittent fast window. Now, the next product is the ProBio 5. This one is fantastic for gut health. This one has 2 billion, what are they called? CFUs, colony formulating units. And it has not only probiotics, it has 5 strains of probiotics. That's why it's called the ProBio 5. But it also has enzymes in it too. And one more very important enzyme is one that helps balance out and fight yeast overgrowth, which can also contribute to leaky gut and poor digestion, which causes inflammation and weight gain on top of that. So the 2 products that I talk about that I use, along with a myriad of other products that I use to accomplish my goals, one, the Slim Hunger Control, and the ProBio 5. Another kind of interesting point about this is that it's freeze dried, in that it's not activated by heat or moisture. That means it gets to where it's going to go, which are the intestines, and that it gets to where it goes, and the benefit of it is fantastic. So as far as the overall health of blood sugar and body chemistry, as well as gut health, hands down, these are 2 great products to start your journey with. Off you go, babe.
Okay, so the last supplement is called the BioCleanse. And when you say the word cleanse, a lot of people panic. Cleanse does not mean panic. At least this doesn't, because you're not sitting next to the toilet all day, eliminating all day. It gently promotes elimination, and there's no cramping. Okay, this works hand in hand with the ProBio 5, and it gets rid of the broken down Candida yeast that is the shell that lines your intestinal wall. And so the ProBio 5 breaks it down, and then the BioCleanse is like a bulldozer, and it comes and it pushes it out of your system. And one cool thing about this is it's a magnesium supplement. And I don't know if you guys know this, but most of us are deficient in magnesium. And so magnesium is used in over 800 processes of the body. And so if you're deficient, your body is not going to function properly. Another cool thing about this is that it helps you to eliminate or poop every day. And this is the key to leaky gut. Why is this the key? Because the Candida sits inside your gut and it pokes holes, and that's what causes the leaky gut. And so you've got to get rid of all that junk in order for healing to begin. Another cool thing is that it gets rid of bloating. Why do I love it? Why has this become my little friend? I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and one of the symptoms of my Hashimoto's is constipation, and I've dealt with that for many years. And so when this came along, when all these products came along, when Tiffany came along, it really did change my life. A lot of my symptoms, the majority of my symptoms, changed within 90 days, and it was fantastic. And so I am not constipated anymore. It helps me poop every day. And the coolest part about it is that when I go on trips, I am not constipated when I travel. And so I'm feeling good when I travel. I love these products. They have helped me with so many different things. Okay, so really quickly, because we're talking about treats, we're also going to be talking about the reset really quick. And I'm going to share the screen again. Let's see. Oh, there was that picture. Sorry, love. Okay, sorry. Oh, I totally forgot. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's reset. Reset is a 3-day nutritionally supported fast that helps reset your metabolism. It also helps to reset your mindset so that after you have lost weight over those 3 days, you're ready to keep going with your weight loss goals. Every time I do it, it's kind of crazy. Like 6 is the lucky number. Every time I've done it 4 times, I think, and I've lost 6.3 pounds, 6.5 pounds. This last time it was 6.6 pounds in just 3 days. And it really is a game changer for jump-starting your weight loss. This is my good friend Heidi on her reset. You can definitely see the difference. This is another friend of ours. And the last one. It is really a fantastic nutritionally supported fast. There's 68 grams of protein that you take inside your body every day. And I love it because I feel really good after I'm done with the reset. I have energy all throughout the day, and I just love it. Okay, let's, I'm going to have.
Hey, Andrea, can I give a quick plug on that?
Yes.
I won't talk long, but
Good.
I put it in my message, but a lot of times diabetics worry about fasting or not eating, because if you don't eat, like I'm type 2, so if you don't eat, when you do eat, it spikes your blood and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I do intermittent fasting as well, Gary. I'm more of a morning guy than an evening, so you and I are talking the same language. But this reset, I've done it twice, and I usually wear a glucose monitor on my arm, and it connects to my phone so I can see the impact that everything has when I put it into my body. And I've learned what foods do what to me and which things are worse than others. And both times that I've done the reset, it's been fascinating to watch all of my blood sugars gradually go right down into absolute perfect normal range. It's not like you're depriving your body, as you know, because it's got the protein and it's got all the things that your body still needs so it doesn't harm itself, but everything to reset your body in a really good way. And for me, that reset has been really good. It's like it's a more than a one time. It's I can see it being even a monthly thing where you can just kind of, like it says, reset your body in a way. So for as a diabetic, I can tell you that that has been awesome. And I don't have a lot of weight to lose, but I always lose 4 or 5 pounds of just junk that I've put on, and not water weight, but just junk that gets out of my body. So yeah, no, it's I
And I've
hands up
lost
for it.
between 6.5 and 7 pounds every time I've done it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's
anyways, thanks for
awesome.
letting me interject.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. That's really important to talk about since we have been talking about diabetes and those kinds of things. Okay.
Yeah, they really did do that reset the right way. I second that. Now, as far as the end, here's the good news, is that you can not only get healthy and reclaim your life, your activities, reach your health goals, whether it be weight loss, blood sugar, hormone, whatever it is, the Plexus products will help you get there. There's no question. The more exciting part is that you can turn it into a business. Now, there are ways to make a lot of money doing this, or you can make a little bit of money. Whatever effort you want to put into it, you can. Now, a lot of people are familiar with how direct sales work and multi-level, and it can be a game changer for you as far as passive income. And if you share it with friends, you can see that the compensations and the earnings can be quite substantial. Now, Andrea started it shortly after we did it. And here's just a sample of a check that she got early on, as far as all these.
My first check.
This was your very first check?
Well, my first
big monthly check?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had a lot of signups. She got a lot of momentum. It really was fun to do. And now this is a lot of incentives poured into one. But just to kind of bring that thought home, if you're interested in not just taking the products, but sharing the products as well, just like Tiff did with us, as far as she just threw it up on social media, and then the whole thing changed. We're like, yeah, we want to do it.
Well, in the beginning, I didn't want to share. I was very, very skeptical. I just wanted to help my Hashimoto's. So
shame on that witch. Shame on that witch right there. Okay. But some people don't. And if you don't want to right off the bat, let it grow on you. All we're saying is there's an opportunity to turn it into a business. And Andrea and I have benefited greatly from doing that. So if you're interested in either the products or the business model, you want to know more, go ahead and message us, reach out to us, DM us. I don't even know what DM means, but I see it all the time. You can DM us.
Well, and also reach out to whoever's sharing this video with you.
That too.
Reach out to them and ask them questions. And we have a discount code that we can use to get you a great discount on these products. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a fantastic Halloween.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.